Welcome out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Here is Miguel Angel Mike Barajas.
Miguel Ángel Barajas, Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He's soaking it in, taking his time. He's 2-2, a KO.
Those two losses were a while ago, correct?
Yep, correct.
One in 2017 at the Blasco Theater.
Yep.
We may have called that fight.
Yes, we did.
And then one in 2016 here at the Doubletree. You may have called that fight.
Ay, saludos Miguel Cubos, nuestro cruiserweight, nuestro heavy. ¿Cómo estamos en San Luis Potosí? Y saludos a la gente de México.
Barajas looks good though, physically.
Yep.
Like he looks bigger. He looks brawnier than Munoz.
And now please welcome his opponent, making his way to the ring out of the blue corner from San Bernardino, California. Here is Esteban Stonehands Munoz.
Justin, we'll get to your question about Spencer Crawford as the light progresses. And this is, I'm looking at those messages on the Thompson Facebook page. Esteban Munoz, Stonehands, San Bernardino, but he's got roots in Culiacan, Mexico. So that's where his family is from. You got the Mexico soccer jersey. It's actually a Chicharito jersey. Chicharito will not be playing for El Tri in the World Cup coming up. He also has Big Red and Henry Ramirez in the corner. 6-2, 4 KOs. He's got a tough. He found the bubble, so somebody that we like a lot.
Here we go, fight fans. We continue on with the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 6 rounds of action in the welterweight division, and being brought to you by Westlake Royal Stone Solutions, Thompson Building Materials, Omega Products International, and Infinity Bank. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout, should it go the distance, are Eddie Hernandez Jr., Fernando Real, and Rudy Barragan. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee from Bassett, California, Ray Corona. But fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fight on the red corner. He steps to the ring tonight wearing the black trunks. When he steps onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 143.5 solid pounds. As a professional, his record stands 2 victories against 2 defeats. One of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, introducing Miguel Angel Mike Barajas. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring onto the blue corner. He stepped to the ring tonight wearing the white trunks. When he stepped onto the scale, he went officially at 144 pounds even. As a professional, he has 8 fights to his credit, including 6 victories against 2 defeats. 4 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is from San Bernardino, California. Please welcome Esteban Stonehands Munoz. Once again, your referee in charge, Ray Corona, to give the final instructions.
Aquí está bien. Right here is good. You want to touch good? Do it now. God bless.
1, 2. Ray Corona, third man in the ring. Look at this tail of the tape, Doug Fisher.
Yeah, these guys, this is a welterweight 6-rounder, but Munoz looks more like he should be at 140 pounds, whereas Barajas actually looks like a full-grown welterweight. He actually has, Barajas, the reach advantage in this fight.
First round scheduled for 6. Hustler Casino sponsoring Thompson Boxing here at the Doubletree Hotel in Ontario. Esteban Munoz, 6-2, 4 KOs. He's 27 years old. His last fight was against an undefeated fighter, Omar Rosario. He lost unanimous decision. That was in August. But it wasn't a one-sided fight. He actually had a good showing for himself. His other loss was to George Yuyu Acosta here on the Thompson show. So this is that was a fight where we did Doug in our version of the bubble.
Yeah, and
Omega Products.
Did Munoz come in kind of as a late replacement?
Yes.
And he was really inexperienced. He had like 2 or 3 fights.
Yep. And his fight against Rosario, he lost 58-56 twice on the cards at a 59-55. So
it was competitive.
It was very competitive.
Yeah, no shame there. And we
No.
have to remember, some guys have, more amateur experience than others. And Munoz is one of those guys who did not have a lot. Didn't have a lot of amateur bouts. So he's sort of learning on the job as a professional. And,
his opponent doesn't care.
Right. No, he's in there with a grown-ass man. I mean, he's 33. He's not old.
Yep.
He looks good. He's got a real solid midsection. But you could look at his arms and legs. He's also rangy. And he's making good use of his movement. And he's more active than Munoz, who likes to kind of pick his spots when to let his hands go.
Micki Barajas is Miguel Ángel, but everybody calls him Micki. And you're like his last fight in 2017. Like, what have you been doing? He's like, working. I walked in there and I'm like, wait, you look familiar? I'm pretty sure I know you.
Right.
And I'm like, but now you're grown up. You're in your 30s.
Yeah.
And he's coming in with no respect, and he's letting his hands go. The fighter in black from Guadalajara.
And he's waking Munoz up. It's always interesting to see how a younger fighter comes back off a loss. Usually they're more motivated. Usually they're a little bit hungrier. They've got a bit of an edge. Munoz seems, I don't want to say he looks complacent, but he's very relaxed in there.
And that's something
Taking
Henry
his time.
Ramirez, his trainer, said the best way to get a fighter to forget about his last fight is get him right back in the ring immediately.
That's right, not wasting any time. And I think that's smart. And that's how the old timers used to do. You lose, okay, get right back on the horse.
They're letting their hands go here. The opening round, and stone hands in the white. In the ooze from the crowd.
Very competitive opening round. Munoz has been outworked, but he's landed the more accurate, cleaner shots.
There we go. All right. Thompson Boxing, 22nd year of business. Thompson Building Materials all over Southern California, Fontana, Lomita, Camarillo, San Diego, Ripon, Sacramento. Hey, we're going to be in Sacramento November 5th. Stay tuned with the Thompson Boxing app for more details on what's going on here in Ontario, California, the home for Thompson Boxing. Saludos a toda gente que nos está mirando en México, si nos está mirando en Aguascalientes, El Canelito, Isaac y Avelar is going to be the co-main. That's going to be the 4th fight. We're in our 2nd one right now. And there he is, Henry Ramirez with this fighter. Stonehands Munoz. And that's the corner of Barajas. Barajas is trained in Molina, Doug. His son fought last week on the Canelo undercard, the 2nd bout of the night. His son Molina had a split draw with Aponte, the 2nd bout of the night. Oh. So they were on the B side.
He brings the spoilers.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So we've seen him in the past.
Sure.
But yeah, his son is an excellent fighter, undefeated. So it was a battle of two undefeated. So Aponte and Molina. And I didn't watch that fight, but I saw the reaction on Twitter, and it was like, oh, that was not a draw.
Well, listen, generally speaking, there's not a lot of home cooking with Thompson Boxing Promotions. You and I can really attest to that.
And their fighters can
but
too.
Legitimately, these are not, the first round is not easy to score, and neither is this second. I did score the opening round for Barajas, but I would totally understand a 10-9 for Munoz. He's such an accurate puncher.
You know what? Micki Barajas in black does not look like he's been off for 5 years.
Sometimes taking time off leads to a lot of ring rust. Other times, if you take care of your body, it recharges your batteries.
He's going overhand right. And this is going to be interesting because the pace that they're going at, scheduled for 6, interesting to see if they can maintain this.
Yeah, it looks like Barajas is already showing some signs of fatigue.
And he eats a left hook from Munoz in white.
Yeah, Munoz looks okay. You know, he kind of took it easy in the opening round, and he's weathering this storm.
Saludos a Idaho. We've had him here on the Thompson Show. He's watching right now. Saludos a toda gente que está mirando en Guadalajara. Yeah, it's Barajas' game plan is load up and just go with overhand right, huh?
I think he's doing the right thing by
and
being
he's a big
aggressive.
shot.
But he's got to tighten up his technique. Yeah, nice right hand from Barajas.
And
he
Munoz
keeps going.
answer though. Yep.
Yeah, the thing is that Barajas loads up with every shot, and unless he's in really good condition, that might bite him in the ass in rounds 4, 5, and 6.
And Barajas landing shots, but eating shots too, as is noticed his buddy with 30 seconds to go in the second round.
Munoz has to watch that overhand right. I mean, he's taking the power pretty well, but he's still getting hit. Those are still scoring punches for Barajas.
Munoz lands one upstairs.
Yeah. I like his body shots too.
Giovanni Flores Martinez watching. Oh, Barajas with the big right hand. Good action, back and forth. Both of these guys just trading strategy. Nah, let's just go.
That's
fun
okay.
for the crowd. Well, main event tonight is going to be Richard Brewer and Joshawn James. That'll be later on. There he is, coming from Sacramento. Joshawn James. 6'1". He's got his crowd behind him. Very, very confident. He's 6-0, 3 KOs. And there he is, Richard Brewer, 12-0, only 4 KOs, but he's been boxing. He's been tested very well. Sparring partner of Jaime Munguia. So that'll be coming up later on tonight in our main event. All right, so here are the notes that we get from our boxing publicist, Mario Serrano. Munoz started boxing at the age of 18, 25 amateur fights.
That's a late start. There's not a lot of amateur experience.
Video games, what he likes to play, Modern Warfare. Favorite fighter, Manny Pacquiao. Favorite past fighter, Sugar Ray Robinson. Wow. Yeah, you
Can't go wrong with either of those guys.
Mario asked him, what is your #1 attribute? He said, my power. Huh, that's for Munoz in the white.
I sort of categorize him as a stalking boxer puncher, but I would put his technique in front of his power. I think that's really his asset. He's a very clean puncher. He just knows when to let his hands go.
For Mickey Barajas in black, not much out of him. Favorite fighter in the past, Manny. Current fighter, Canelo. Yeah. Started boxing at the age of 15. His hobbies, sleeping.
I love that. Me too. We share the same hobby. I wish I got more of it.
Yeah, well, when you're the editor-in-chief of Ring Magazine, and you put out rankings, then you're going to be arguing with fighters.
Exactly.
We'll get into that later on, David Haney.
No rounds off. No days off. Hey, you know what? Barajas is not taking any rounds off. I mean, he's still working, although it seems like some of the bite is falling off his punches. I don't know if that's because he's been loading up so much or because of some of those body shots that Munoz has landed. That was a nice shot. Yeah, right cross, right to the chops. Landed by Munoz. Ooh,
landing upstairs, uppercut from Munoz in the white.
Yeah, Munoz has a nice punch variety too.
Randall Flagg checking in on YouTube. We got a fight breaking out. Yes, we do.
What's up, Randall?
So I'm watching on the comments on the Facebook and on YouTube, trying to interact with you guys. Mayra Benitez Martinez, saludos de Guadalajara. If you're wondering, Beto, how come you're not watching the fight? Because I'm interacting with you in the comments, man. You're watching it. If you're just joining us for the first time on Thompson Boxing. Make sure you download the Thompson Boxing app. Yeah, I think.
Munoz is starting to impose his style and his will on Barajas, but Barajas is defiant as ever.
And we know there's also boxing on ESPN right now. Shakur Stevenson, Robinson Consejo. So if you guys want to update me on that on the YouTube, I appreciate that too. Fun fight. Fun fight here at the
Close
Doubletree.
fight. Hotly contested.
Jorge Delgado watching us in Colton. Pascual Hernandez. Saludos. Eder Cervantes, come on, bro. Appreciate everybody, our media partners, helping us. Seconds out, Fino, True Boxing Head, Supreme, and Fight Stars. Henry Ramirez giving instructions to his fighter. Stone hands to Esteban Munoz. Well, they didn't give him anything easy coming off a loss.
Yeah, that should be noted.
There you see Molina, excellent trainer.
Yeah, he's starting to make a name for himself, isn't he? I recognize him now.
He brings in guys as the opponents,
Yeah.
but he doesn't bring in pushovers. You got to earn your way. Justin Boulder, Barajas' game. Banging with a banger. I think for Munoz, Doug, in the white, it implored him to box more.
Yes. Have a more consistent jab. Because that's the problem. When he lets his hands go, he lands, and his punches are starting to have an effect on Barajas. But Barajas is working when he's not letting those hands go, because he gets off in spurts and spots. So I think he needs to tie those spots together when he has these nice body-head combinations with a consistent jab. And I think if he did that, he'd get hit less, and he would wear Barajas down quicker. Just one man's opinion.
Very nuts. Editor-in-Chief of Ring Magazine, Doug Fisher, the analyst tonight.
Esteban or Henry can disagree with me if they like. I respect them both.
Patty Cornejo watching us. Also somebody watching San Pedro right now.
I scored the last round from Munoz, by the way. I feel like he's sort of like gradually taking over this fight.
Abraham, 1997. Robert Mesa, the Ram. He's coming up later on in the co-main.
Looking forward to that.
Our second bout of the night. We got 5 total. Pelayo. La familia Pelayo in San Luis Rio, Colorado. Mickey Barajas bringing a crowd here to the Facebook. He's got people in Guadalajara. He's also got people in the state of Mexico.
Just he's got to watch out for that sneaky right hand from Munoz.
I like that. Body work from Munoz.
You got to be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful and protect your lower rib cage against Munoz too, because he'll just slip a body shot in there. There he goes.
That's a good one right there. That body shot from Munoz in white.
And his punches just flow. He just lets them go. He kind of reminds me of the way Canelo Alvarez would just let his shots go. Doesn't throw a lot of punches, but there's a lot of confidence behind those shots.
Blood on the bridge of the nose of Esteban Munoz, a fighter in white. Stone hands. Javier Acosta, what's up with Yuyu? I don't know. You ask me. You guys got the same last name. I know El Yuyu.
Barajas, and he's working so hard in this round. I think he's lost the round. He still has 25 seconds to make something happen, though.
Hugo Salcedo says Barajas from Monterrey. Hey man, he told us Guadalajara.
Yeah.
So
but whatever, wherever he's from, he's repping Mexico well.
Yes.
He's really bringing it, and I'm impressed with him. Although he's really starting to wear that fatigue.
Cape Coral, Florida, checking in. Lincoln. Francisco Salazar, excellent boxing scribe. Checking in right now. Appreciate the tweet, Francisco. Soccer coach, English teacher.
Talk about no days off.
Francisco, my next gig, Sunday, I'm working the Chargers for ESPN Radio. I'll be the sideline reporter on that one. So we're bouncing around, and then my next boxing will be October 20th, Golden Boy on DAZN, Thursday Night Boxing in Indio, California.
Oh yeah, that's with Kid Austin.
Kid Austin, I
the
like
main
that kid,
event.
20 years old.
And you're driving to all these. You're driving to San Diego. You drive to in Indio.
Indio,
That's
yeah.
a lot of mileage, man.
Hey, Chris Areola watching. The Nightmares
right.
checking us out right now.
Riverside's finest right there.
Chris knows all about the DoubleTree, man.
Yes, he does.
He knows all about Henry Ramirez, too. Oh, Shakur dropping Robinson with a body shot. 5th round of action, scheduled for 6. A hook from Stonehands.
Oh, that was a nice two-piece. It was a right hand, left hook combination from Munoz.
He hasn't fought since 2017. Doesn't look like it.
No, I mean that speaks to his own work ethic and also his trainers. They got him in good shape. I thought his body looked really good at the weigh-in.
Here we go.
All right.
Martin Bernal, here we go. Munoz is fighting stiff, flat-footed, and lazy, yet you guys are praising him. He's getting worked by the busier fighter.
He is being outworked, but he's landing the cleaner shots, and his punches are having more effect on Barajas. I think in the last 2 rounds than Barajas' punches did against Munoz in the opening 2 rounds, which I said on air that I scored for Barajas. I've got this fight a toss-up.
Stonehand coming in, going to the body. Anthony Chavez watching us.
Listen, just because Munoz has a calm look on his face doesn't mean he's lazy. I mean, that's his style. Some guys are volume punchers, and other guys like to pick their shots. Just different styles in boxing.
Martin Bernal, what are the broadcasts? Are you going to be able to say something and get an interaction with the commentator immediately? That's what's up.
Only this one, and we welcome it.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, are you going to fight again? You got another one in you? What's up?
Chris's last fight was against Andy Ruiz, right?
Yes, it was.
He looked good, man.
His body looked good.
Yeah. No, but I mean, his form was good. I mean, he hurt Ruiz a couple times, scored a knockdown. Still has his reflexes. He wouldn't have been able to do that if he didn't have his legs and reflexes.
Stonehand against the ropes.
This is another close round. I think Barajas is coming on hard. And we still have 45 seconds. Munoz has to make something happen.
Areola says he's got one more
I believe him.
with the devil emoji.
Barajas is getting real rough on the inside. I saw him kind of bring his head in there.
Little mouse underneath the right eye.
Yeah, Munoz is getting touched up.
Yeah.
I think he's losing this round. And he had some good moments, too. There were moments where he drove Barajas to the ropes, but then there's a lull. There is a lull, and Barajas takes advantage of that.
Good fight. And we head to the 6th and final round. Coming up next, El Gallito, Ruben Islas from Rialto, California, against very game Eric Benitez from Guadalajara, Mexico. So that's coming up next. Yeah, good fight. Ray Corona, our referee. I'm RSV, ring girl right now. There's Henry Ramirez giving instructions, wearing his Dodger hat tonight, not the Rams. Hey, Chris, since you're here, Areola, who are you going to fight? I mean, don't worry, we won't tell anybody.
Here we go, my fans. Put your hands together and cheer the Bunners on. This is the 6th and final round.
All right, 6th and final round. Our second bout of the night. Hustler Casino bringing you. Thompson show.
I think Munoz is fighting a pretty good fight, but I do agree with one of the folks watching that he does need to pick up the pace. Ooh, he needs to really let it all hang out in this round. Needs to get some respect with his punches if he's going to be economical, if he's going to continue to fight in spots. Because, hey, Barajas brought it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't give Esteban Munoz anything easy in his return from a loss, and don't know which way the cards are going to go, but it's a tough one right now.
I think it's a toss-up.
See, now Arreola, we got some matchmakers in the mix. Chris Arreola, Joe Joyce.
Oh, yeah, if Joyce wins tomorrow, yeah. I like the Juggernaut, man. But he's got his hands full with Joseph Parker, for
Yes,
sure.
he does. The last round.
Munoz is being kind of lazy here.
Munoz is against the ropes, gets off of there in white. And he lands a big shot.
That was nice, but he needs more.
It was only one.
Yeah, don't admire your work, bro.
Munoz's mouth wide open. He's gassed.
They're both tired.
But
Barajas is tired because he's been letting his hands go nonstop. And Munoz is tired because he's taking a lot of shots.
Yeah. The pressure coming from the fighter in the black and wobbling the knees of Munoz, who is trying to wrap him up, and he finally does it. Ray Corona separates them. Barajas in black. Munoz is tired.
Yeah.
Munoz eating 1-2s in the corner. He's got to do something.
Yeah, Munoz is looking like he's in trouble, or he's giving that impression. He looks
And he's
woozy.
out. Oh,
Yeah, he looks woozy.
his knees are wobbly, Doug. And the veteran from Mexico, Micki Barajas in black, is just putting on the pressure here in the sixth and final round.
Too many shots to the head, around his eyes, and to his temples.
Stonehands does not look like he knows where he's
No,
at right now.
he needs to.
Oh, and he eats a big right hand from Barajas.
Yeah, he needs. Well, he has no choice but to hold on here, but he needs to move his head, get undershots, or
He can't even
get
put his hands up. He
Right.
eats a 1-2. Again, and Ray Corona jumps in. It's over.
Whoa!
Micki Barajas, who hasn't fought since 2017, comes from Mexico, and he stops Esteban Munoz. Upset on Thompson Boxing.
First of the night. Will there be more? Wow. Hey, had Ray Corona not stopped that fight, had it actually gone to the final bell, that was a big round for Barajas. I would have had him winning.
Yeah, man.
I would have had him winning. I would have had him winning 58 to 56.
You never know what you're going to get.
No.
Micki Barajas, 237 in the sixth round.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a good fight.
Yes, it was. And we'll come back with more, break it down, and upset on Thompson Boxing in Ontario.
Experience Makita's cordless outdoor power equipment. The mower is a part of the world's largest battery system and cuts non-stop for up to 2 miles. The self-propelled model makes mowing effortless. Get unstoppable power without the hassles of gas. Reach speeds of up to 116 miles per hour with a single battery blower. One system, endless possibilities. Now get 2 extra free batteries.
If you're at this table, you know that it's more than a game of luck. You're not here for the small talk. You're here for the action. If you're at this table, you're a hustler. Hustler Casino.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 2 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 6. Referee Ray Corona puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, Miguel Angel Mike Barajas.
Miguel Angel Barajas. Mickey, felicidades. He goes back to Guadalajara.